pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. The Chicago Bulls here to defend the home court, playing host to the Western Conference. And this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season. Last season they split the series with each team able to win on the road.
It's always a special day when these two clubs get together because it only happens twice during the regular season. And, of course, these are two of the league's powerhouses.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for San Antonio, Irving is out there with Crawford. Then there's Tony Snell. Then there's Embiid. And it's Thompson in at the 4 spot. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Well, I'm sure the fans agree with Steve. These are two very strong teams, and the energy, Clark, in this arena tonight is incredible.
It is absolutely off the charts, and if it's anything like their two battles last season, Kevin, which they split, we're in for a real treat.
Here's Irving following the basket by Russell Westbrook.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Really left alone that time. Bradley's got his first basket. The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Irving passes to Snell. Back to Irving. Out to the wing. Takes the 3. Snell, that's good. Snell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Westbrook kicks to Crowder. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending to deflect it away.
6 to shoot. That's good.
Well, nice way there to get your first basket of the game.
The Spurs have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Irving dishes to Crawford. Back to Irving. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Bradley against Crawford. It's stolen by Bradley. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Crawford drives in. Lobs up the alley-oop pass, and the dunk by Westbrook.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly.
Russell Westbrook, maybe the most athletic and explosive point guard ever to play in the NBA. As some people would say, what about you?
Well, you know, it's hard to say ever. But Russell Westbrook clearly plays with the kind of ferocity that I've not seen at the point guard position. The only guy that comes to mind is probably Derrick Rose prior to his injury. I think Westbrook's aggression, powering through contact, probably gives him the edge. I mean, he plays almost angry.
A lot of torque.
A lot of torque. I mean, it's something to behold. I've not quite seen a guy at the point guard spot bring that kind of athleticism and speed. Tenacity to the position.
Well, I like how you mentioned Rose because I would agree, and that's a great way to kind of figure out where he is when Rose is healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
The pre-injured Rose was...
He was right in that same category.
You got it. Snell, that's good. And here's Westbrook. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Cleveland.
Yeah, not to mention 4 big steals on the night. He's getting it done at both ends of the floor.
Such a wide open look.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Let's see how long they can keep it going. This is quite a start.
Irving attacking. Kicks to Embiid. Baseline jumper. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists tonight.
Really did a nice job recognizing the mismatch that he had and immediately cashing in with that mid-range jumper.
Westbrook wide open. He fires. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Third 3 in a row right there.
Adjustment time for the defense, guys.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And I think, Kevin, you know, they really showed how important it is to have a strong bench performance. You go out on the road, you can't rely on your starters night in and night out. The reserves have to contribute and help them out.
I think we definitely saw that, Steve, throughout the game. They were really tied together as a team. Didn't make any difference who was out on the floor. You'll take every road game win you can, and they're happy with that one.
Now, here's Stevenson, averaging 10 points per contest.
Defensive foul. Andre Roberson. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Ibaka outside. Clock at 6. From the wing.
Well, you know, it doesn't seem like they've missed many shots here.
And misses it off the right side of the rim. Harkless with the steal. Nobody near Stevenson. Again, Chicago.
What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
And it's not just their hot offense here. I mean, they're playing very strong defense too, guys.
And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
A little over-eager right there. Left his feet too early.
And if you're already boxed out, you got to try to work to get around. Otherwise, it's a surefire foul.
That free throw missing. You're right, they've been shooting lights out here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and Kevin, they're playing with tremendous confidence right now.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Napier, averaging 10 points per contest. The dish now to Snell. 35 seconds left here in the first quarter. Bennett. Here's Austin. Stokes with the rebound. The Bulls leading by 13. Here's Harkless, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. The Bulls have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. That's good from Harkless. Hasheem Thabeet, he's checked in for Tony Snell. Harkless hits them both. 23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Napier, looking for his first basket still in this one. Shot to stop the run. Thabeet with the bucket.
The defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
Here's Ennis. It's a 13-point game. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Bulls here, guys.
I was impressed with their transition game, guys. They really got out and ran the lanes.
Yeah, they did. I mean, no better way to get easy buckets than through fast breaks. Anthony Bennett really struggled in his rookie season, but I still think he has a chance to be a really good player. You don't want to give up on this young man yet. He's strong, he's got length, he can shoot the ball out to the three-point line. I really think he's got the potential to be a versatile stretch power forward.
They've got Fab Melo. Russell Westbrook out there with Avery Bradley. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Crowder in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. They grab their own miss. Here's Westbrook. Here's Melo. And again, Chicago. No good. Spurs trail by 13. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kevin, we all know that Lance Stevenson is fearless, and as far as he's concerned, that's a product of his Brooklyn upbringing. He said players there have a, quote, feeling that nobody can stop them on the floor. Former teammate Paul George said of it, that's Lance. He's a New York player. They play with that kind of confidence. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. That confidence has certainly served him well. And Steve, with the NBA going more and more to three-point shooting, it's easy to see why Bennett caught attention at UNLV.
Well, he shot 37% from three in college, and he could also punish teams inside. So you can see the makings of a good player, especially kind of a pick and pop threat. But he's got to stay healthy, and he's got to establish himself and gain confidence as a young player in the NBA.
Chicago calls timeout. And as with any timeout at this point of the game, important to go over the strategies that are working and those that are needed in terms of adjustments. And, of course, the opportunity, guys, to get hydrated with Gatorade before coming back onto the floor. We've seen some good action so far, and there's more of it to come.
Yeah, this game has been physical, it's been fast, it's been high-paced. So anytime you're in a situation like this where it's really a hard-fought game, critical to keep yourself hydrated throughout. Well, Joel Embiid, born in Cameroon, the son of a professional handball player, only started playing basketball at the age of 16. He's been playing soccer and volleyball, but I tell you, his development in the game has been rapid.
And Embiid drops them both. And for Embiid, his countryman and NBA veteran Luc Richard Mbah-a-Moute spotted him at a camp in Africa. That was the start of it all.
Came over to the U.S., didn't play a whole lot in high school, expected to redshirted Kansas, but ended up starting from day one. And the thing I like about him is he almost improved, not just game to game. You could see improvement within games.
That's a great point. You're right.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them. Looky here. How about that one? That play. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook for future reference.
Perfectly done. He put it on a platter for him.
He
Gosh,
sure
that was
did.
neat.
And how about the touch on the finish, too? That was really nicely done.
Westbrook against Irving. Westbrook passes to Melo. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
You can always depend on him to put the pass right on the money.
Ronny Turioff, he's checked in for Serge Ibaka. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
Well, the other thing I like is defensively, they're causing turnovers, and that's allowing them to get into transition.
Here's Crowder, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 5 assists tonight.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Stokes is checked in for the Bulls. Let's take a look at some of the leaders of the NBA. These point guards have been shooting lights out during the last month. Kyrie Irving is second.
Some remarkable shooters in that group, guys. And you know that when you're seeing those types of numbers at the point guard position, you're talking about some very intelligent, patient players.
Precisely. I mean, when you watch any of them, nothing's forced. I mean, it's good, smart shot selection, simple basketball. But that being said, don't take anything away from their natural ability to flat out bury that jumper. They can do that too.
Second shot opportunity. The shot no good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And in that game, guys, I watched it, they were dominant defensively down on the low block, just controlling the paint.
And you know, once they got a few blocks, the shooters started looking around for those shot blockers, which is no way to be effective offensively.
From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Irving's got 8 points here in this quarter. The Bulls leading by 17.
Well, the Spurs clearly an influential organization in the NBA. So many individuals who've worked in San Antonio, whether it be as players, assistant coaches, or in the front office, have gone on to leadership roles on other NBA teams. I think that speaks volumes to what that group has been able to do in winning at a high level.
Spurs trail by 17. Pass to Crawford.
2 minutes, 2-1.
We've got 1:55 left to play here in the second quarter. That's good.
And the field goal percentage now up over 50%, so the offense coming around.
Yeah, Steve, I think that's a good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gates, but looking to regain some ground right now.
Here's Irving. And it's Brad.